Don't you think that's funny?
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel where we talk about all things movies. Today we're going to be counting down the top 10 Joaquin Phoenix movies of all time. Joaquin Phoenix is a versatile and talented actor who has delivered some unforgettable performances throughout his career. So grab some popcorn and get ready to dive into the world of Joaquin Phoenix's best movies. Predator, Joaquin Phoenix, the sensible Sandra, Vanessa Shaw, and the manipulative Michelle Gwyneth Paltrow. Phoenix is unforgettably charming as Leonard, who is torn between tradition, family, and predictability, all of which Sandra represents, and the life of excitement, danger, and uncertainty which Michelle offers. It's a tale that has been told more than once in film, but Phoenix breathes new life into the tortured protagonist's story.
Doing?
Good, what's going on?
You look all dressed up.
Oh, well, I'm going out. I'm gonna go dancing with some friends of mine. What about you? What are you doing?
I was thinking about maybe going out, but I don't know.
Coming in at number 9 is Beau is Afraid. It seemed almost inevitable that Phoenix would cross paths with filmmaker Ari Aster, whose distinctive and idiosyncratic approach to horror complements Phoenix's take on acting. In Beau is Afraid, Phoenix starred a paranoid son of a wealthy businesswoman, Patti LuPone, who upon learning of his mother's death, begins a dreamlike journey home for the funeral that forces him to confront everything that makes him afraid. Along the way, Phoenix's Beau offers a wide range of emotions, from absolute freakout to calm acceptance, as he faces all of his most feared emotional demons, and Phoenix rises to the occasion of each one. Moving to number 8, we have The Immigrant. After World War I, Eva, Marion Cotillard, and her sister Magda travel from their post-war home in Poland to Ellis Island in New York City. The sisters are unfortunately separated when Magda's forced to quarantine, leaving Eva alone until she meets a generous man named Bruno who offers to help her find her way. The Immigrant reunites Phoenix with James Gray, who directed the actor in We Own the Night. The movie is inspired by the stories of Gray's grandparents who came to the United States in 1923, and according to IndieWire, was written specifically for Phoenix and Cotillard. The director claimed that if Phoenix and Cotillard had not signed on, he's not sure if the movie would have ever been made.
And you forget about me, and you forget about this place, and you forget about those things that I made you do!
Moving on to number 7, we have Come On, Come On. John is an emotionally broken radio journalist who travels around the country to interview children and ask them about their future hopes and dreams. When he's left to care for his nephew, Jesse, the two go from state to state as Jesse provides a new perspective for Johnny that sparks an unknown emotion in him for the first time. Come On, Come On is a heartwarming independent A24 film written and directed by Mike Mills and was Phoenix's first film coming off the success of his performance in Joker. The movie premiered at the 48th Telluride Film Festival in Colorado and received universal praise from audiences and critics who considered it to be one of the actor's greatest performances of all time.
Everybody said a lot of things and there was a lot of concern, and sometimes we don't completely understand why we're doing the things that we're doing, right? But I never did anything because I wanted to hurt your mom or hurt your dad.
At number 6, we have You Were Never Really Here. Joe's a gun for hire who specializes in rescuing girls and brutally punishes their captors. After a senator's daughter is kidnapped by a major human trafficking network, Joe's hired to find and rescue her, but along the way, he uncovers a larger force at play involving corruption and abuse of power that he can't turn his back on. You Were Never Really Here is an intense neo-noir thriller directed by Lynn Ramsey. Phoenix's performance is exceptionally haunting and delivers a character who is a slight homage to Taxi Driver Travis Bickle. Like Travis, Phoenix is traumatized by his past military service, and to feel useful again, he takes on a noble but dangerous cause that could cost him his life in the end.
Security, how many are there? Huh? Is there one? More than one? 2, 3, come on, talk.
Moving on to number 5, we have Gladiator. Directed by Ridley Scott, Gladiator is a renowned epic historical drama that follows the story of General Maximus Decimus Meridius Russell Crowe. Maximus is blindsided by the villainous Commodus Joaquin Phoenix, who murders his own father to be able to take control of the throne. Maximus is sent to become a slave and soon fights his way through the arena's ranks as a gladiator to seek justice. As the antagonistic Commodus, Phoenix does a remarkable job of being incredibly annoying. He's a fantastic villain who conveys the selfishness and arrogance of the Emperor's traitorous son, who will stop at nothing to take power for himself.
That makes us brothers, doesn't it? Smile for me now, brother.
Moving on to number 4, we have Her. Theodore's a sensitive romantic who makes a living writing personal letters for other people. After being heartbroken by the end of his marriage, he finds company in Samantha, the AI host of a new operating system. As Theodore starts spending the majority of his time talking to Sam, he finds himself falling in love with the virtual assistant. Directed by Spike Jonze, Her was also written by Jones, who early on had Phoenix in mind for the role of Theodore. According to Variety, Phoenix co-stars with Scarlett Johansson, who voices Samantha, Chris Pratt, and Phoenix's future partner Rooney Mara. Other stars such as Kristen Wiig, Bill Hader, and Brian Cox also lend their voices to characters in this modern-age romance.
I'm not tethered to time and space in a way that I would be if I was stuck in a body that's inevitably going to die.
Coming in at number 3, we have Walk the Line. In 1968, legendary country star Johnny Cash is about to perform at Folsom State Prison and reflects on his life and career. From a farmer's son to becoming the rebel of country music, Cash recounts the pivotal moments that defined his journey, in the loss of his brother, his fight with addiction, and meeting the love of his life, June Carter. Walk the Line's a phenomenal biopic about the trials and triumphs of country music icon Johnny Cash. Phoenix was praised for his uncanny portrayal of the Man in Black, which earned him his first Oscar nomination for Best Actor in a Leading Role only several years after receiving his first ever nomination for his role in Ridley Scott's Gladiator. Now prepare for number 2, The Master. Freddie, a World War II veteran, struggles with trauma from the war and integrating back into society. He meets Lancaster Dodd, Philip Seymour Hoffman, a charismatic leader of a religious movement, and is welcomed into the organization. While Freddie tries to adhere to the rules and teachings, he develops a bond with Dodd that's viewed as a threat by his followers. The Master is a slow-burning psychological thriller directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, who's known for There Will Be Blood and Boogie Nights.
Did you come to have sex with your auntie birthday?
I was drunk and she looked good.
And you did it again and again?
Yes.
And finally, number 1 is Joker. Various actors have been tasked with bringing this iconic character to life on the big screen over the years. and each of them has done something a little different, for better or worse. We're not here to pit Phoenix's performance against that of Ledger or Nicholson. That's for another time and a much larger discussion. What we will say, however, is that with Joker, Phoenix has turned in the performance of a lifetime. He plays Arthur Fleck as a man utterly unhinged, and yet for all his criminal insanity, he somehow remains sympathetic, if not relatable. He's a tragic character, one who is once hard to watch but impossible to turn away from due to the sheer magnetism of Phoenix's acting.
I don't need you to tell me lies. I know it seems strange. I don't mean to make you uncomfortable. I don't know why everyone is so rude.
There you have it, folks. Those are our top 10 Joaquin Phoenix movies of all time. Whether you're a fan of intense dramas, thought-provoking films, or gripping thrillers, there's something for everyone on this list. Let us know in the comments which Joaquin Phoenix movie is your favorite, and if there are any other actors whose filmography you'd like us to cover in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.